G'day, I'm Nick Laidlaw, and today we're going to do some post-surf decompressions. So the 3 best surf decompressions that I've found to allow my body to rest and recalibrate, ready for either a big day with the family, big day at work, or another big day in the ocean, hopefully. I find that just for longevity, nothing really matters when you're in your early, like teenager, early 20s, but when you hit kind of 30 and above and you've been surfing your whole life, or even if you're just new to it, your body takes a lot longer to heal, especially if you've been surfing big waves and getting absolutely flogged and whatever's big relative to you. So there's a couple of tips that I've found that just help me help my nervous system unwind and help my body repair in order to be able to just bounce back and get back to it the next day and whatever that is. So it seems to be for me about softening the tissue. And also lengthening the body. So the background principles about hydration, about rest, they need to be schmicko, nutrition as well. But make sure you maximum hydration before, during, and after a big day of surfing. That's going to be the biggest thing. Clean dinner if you can, and a nice big rest is going to be the best things. The water is something you can control. The other rest factors aren't always in your control, especially if you're chasing waves, doing a strike mission. So adding some physical modalities to this little mix-up is going to help you greatly. All right, so we've got 3 movements. First, I'll show you right here, the squat. This is something that no matter if you're a surfer or if you're an athlete or a human of any type, this is something that is fundamental to our existence. Getting close and connecting to the ground is something that we're all going to need to become more and more familiar with. You have kids, you want to do some play, especially you want to surf. It's important to be able to enter and exit the ground in a pain-free and comfortable way. So especially with surfing, we want to be able to get low and get comfy here. So post-surf, because when we are surfing, we're extending our spine a lot when we're paddling. We're sitting out the back and doing a lot of weighting. So our hips can be shortened and tightened. So having a bit of a bounce or a bit of a decompression at the end of the day, will give yourself some opportunities for healing. And if it's really uncomfortable in this position without any assistance, what we can do is use some assistance. So you can use, say, a pole if you're in a park, or you could even walk over. I've got my rings here. That we could even lean against or away from something to take any of the pressure or tightness out of the hips. It really allows that broadening of the shoulders and softening of the back. So accumulatively, a couple of minutes in this position at the end of a big day of surfing is going to help decompress the spine and open the hips. So that would be your first exercise. Okay, so the second post-surf exercise, which I think is really valuable, is just to use gravity to help us decompress. A lot of pressure, a lot of elongated kind of stress on the shoulders with a long day of paddling, and that in turn goes to the lower back. So if we can decompress ourselves and change how our body perceives gravity by lifting our feet off the ground, giving ourselves a nice passive hang anywhere that we can, it's going to be really good. It elongates from the grip for the shoulders, upper back, middle back, lower back. And even with hanging, you can also do a little bit of a bounce. You can change it up. If one of the sides of your body feels tighter, you can, say, example, if my right side feels tighter, I can let go of my left hand and just hold with the right, really elongate so you can see a bit better if I still with my left. But just getting all of the connective tissue, so the muscle fascia, we're not just stretching one muscle, we're stretching lines of tissue which encases the muscle. So it's a really intelligent way to elongate the body and the skin, and the sweat is such a good way of detoxification. So as our body heats through all these gentle mobilizations, we can detoxify the lactic acid and be ready to renew for the next day. Okay, and then the third way to decompress after a nice long day in the ocean would be, if you have a ball, to use the ball just to extend the spine, because we're in extension a lot of the time when we're paddling, but this is like a passive way to extend the spine so the nervous system can unwind as we're getting that length in the upper body. So if you got a ball, just be lying over a ball. And this is for a surfer, non-surfer, anyone that's a human. This would be the best thing to do. Living in our society and the culture that we're living, we have our heads down a lot, which really affects the posture, and this is going to oppose that. So just taking some big breaths and reaching over the ball. I'll do a more detailed video in the future about Swiss ball stretching and stuff, but this is one really good tool. And another valuable thing would be to either use a foam roller, if you don't have a ball, maybe a foam roller or even a rolled up towel. It doesn't need to be expensive or particularly resourceful, you can just use whatever you've got to just allow. We use a couple of tools. I'm more a fan of using as much of your body weight and as much of your body and space as possible to do these exercises. But when we've got a few things that could help us, I'll utilize the tools as well. So anything that's going to allow your spine just to extend. So you can open up like this, or you can just simply reach back. Give yourself a few minutes. Find sore spots, explore through the body, all those paddling muscles. Get a good workout when we're doing a repetitive exercise like surfing. So yeah, I hope you enjoy these tips. I hope it recharges you to get more ocean time and more fun. So thanks for watching.